All right, students. So, the term that we have understood so far is the term syllabus. But today, the term for us is curriculum, and we have to understand these two terms in comparison with each other. You can say that syllabus, curriculum in comparison to syllabus is a much wider concept. Or you can say that all the experiences, total experiences gained through the school or even all through the activities conducted by the schools. Let's say, if you're given homework by the school, or you're sent to some excursion, some trip outside the school by the school, that also is a part of curriculum. So curriculum, you can say, you can conclude it in a way that all the experiences gained within the school, through the school, through the activities conducted by the school in an organized way within a stipulated period of time is called curriculum. So you can divide the entire experiences that we are talking about into two parts. First is that we gain a lot of academic experience. Then we also gain a lot of co-academic experience. These are the different categories of the kind of activities that we conduct within the school, that we experience, that the learner experiences in the school. So academic, as the very name suggests, academic can also be considered, and you can say that academic are also the scholastic, all the scholastic activities conducted by the school. So the entire teaching learning process is a part of it. And then the exams, for example, is also a part of it. And you can also say that the homework, let's say, one which a learner is very religiously given almost on the everyday basis, is also the part of it. And all sorts of academic activities that are conducted through the school, by the school, within the school, or even outside the school but by the school, may be considered as all the academic activities. Whereas all the co-academic activities are also all the sports and games related activities, because we are all aware that in the school, when a child goes to school, the child does not really all the time sit in the classroom. They just do not read and interact with the teachers all the time, just like that, in a formal way. But they also get informal, and they are also given chances to be the part of various sports and co-academic activities, which also covers a lot of literary and cultural activities, which are conducted time to time by the school. You can say that we conduct NSS and NSO kind of NCC kind of activities for the students. So these are all the co-academic activities. So I think the difference between the two is well understood by you guys, so we don't have to get into it now. I'll quickly move towards as to, if curriculum is so much important, now that we have understood the fact that curriculum is the thing that that actually talks about the total experiences that the child would gain within a period of time. So if it is that much of important, of course it leads to the achievement of the academic aims, the educational aims, the first thing that we get to learn in the B.Ed classroom. So all of those things is what that gets covered through curriculum, and actually curriculum leads us to the achievement of those academic goals. So of course we have to understand the fact as to how a curriculum is constructed. Alright guys, so principles of curriculum construction is a very formative and a very significant stage of curriculum construction. We have to, these are certain points that we have to keep in our mind while framing the curriculum for a particular level, for a particular academic level, let's say for class 6, for 7, for 9, for 10. So as to what all has to be covered within that time frame is what we have to think before. So the points that we have to keep in consideration, the principles that we have to have in mind while constructing the curriculum. So the first and the foremost is the principle of relevance, or you can say utility. Now here we are talking about utility of the content of curriculum. You know, the uh, the topics that you would cover in your textbooks, the points that you would cover in your through your syllabus, or you know, any kind of activity that you would incorporate in the curriculum, it has to be justified on the basis of what relevance it has for the learner and for the entire process of education. And we also have to keep in mind as to how can we achieve and what aim of education will be achieved through this particular idea of curriculum. I mean, if let's say if we are incorporating anything like freedom struggle of India, so if we are incorporating that in the history book, we have to understand the fact that this particular phase of Indian history, you know, this freedom struggle, the events that took place during that phase, all has a lot of value for the students of today to be known to, I mean, to be learned by them, right? So that's the reason that we are considering that particular phase of it so very important, and we are considering it relevant and incorporating in history. So we will see much of it in the next class. Thank you.